So, you're thinking about moving to Incline Village, Nevada and beautiful Lake Tahoe. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you some of the more popular neighborhoods in Incline Village, Nevada. And I picked out a few homes at different price points to give you a really good idea of what your money will get you in Incline Village, Nevada. And after that, this is very important, I'm gonna show you some key features that you definitely want to be aware of before you buy a house in snow country. Features that are going to make getting in and out of your house so much easier in the wintertime. And after that, stick around to the very end because I'm going to show you some of the best insights into the lifestyle in Incline Village, Nevada that make living here the best place to live in the whole wide world. So let's get after it. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn everything you need to know about moving to Incline Village, Nevada, go ahead, subscribe below, tap on the bell, and you'll be the first to get notifications about the current market situation in Incline Village, Nevada and gorgeous Lake Tahoe. Hi, I'm Tahoe Tony. My last name is Tuoto, but to keep everything simple, I just go by Tahoe Tony. I'm the managing broker for eXp Realty in Incline Village, Nevada, and my Nevada broker salesman's license number is 144620. And every day, my team and I get text messages, phone calls, and emails from people just like you who are looking to move to Incline Village, Nevada, and we love it. So if you're thinking about coming here in 6 days, 6 weeks, or 6 months, and you're thinking about getting a weekend getaway that you can put on a vacation rental program, or you're looking to get a second or third home, maybe an investment property, or you want to make Nevada your primary residence so you can take advantage of the awesome tax advantages in Incline Village, Nevada, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and I'll make sure your move to Incline Village, Nevada is the best real estate experience you've ever had. So now I'm on the dry side of Lakeshore Boulevard, and this house behind me, 718 Lakeshore Boulevard, is currently for sale. Since it's an even number house, it's going to be on the dry side of Lakeshore Boulevard. The odd number houses are generally lakefront, so they're going to be quite a bit more, like $24 million is the average in the last couple of years. This home is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,047 square feet, and the parcel is 0.42 of an acre. It's a pretty good sized parcel, just under half an acre. And the taxes are going to be $14,310 annually. So this house was built in 1969, but it's been refurbished, so it's in good shape, but it is an older construction. If you look at the house next door, there's kind of that log cabin with river rock that was done in the early 2000s. And then there was a house done just within the last few years here next door. Well, this house, 712 Lakeshore Boulevard, it's not for sale. I just wanted to give you an idea of the contrast of the type of building that's going on in Incline Village. Sometimes people are building lodge-style homes. Sometimes we've got older cabins built in the 60s. And then you have a house like this, which definitely has a modern look to it. Some people really love it. Some people hate it. Too much concrete for some people, too much glass for some people, but it is what it is, right? Right across the street, which makes some of these homes really valuable, is Burnt Cedar Beach. I don't know if you can see that. Everybody focus on the lake there instead of my ugly mug. Burnt Cedar Beach, they just redid the swimming pool and the snack shop, and they won some awards last year for best design, so we're very proud of that. And this is one of the 3 private beaches in Incline Village that you as a homeowner get to enjoy, you and your guests. It's private for you and your guests to use the beaches. So this is the one, we call this the family beach because of the swimming pool and snack bar. So this is what $6,950,000 will get you on Lakeshore Boulevard. I don't want to show you the modern house. That one's going to be quite a bit more because it's newer. But let me give you one more look of 718 Lakeshore Boulevard, give you an idea of what your money will get you on Lakeshore Boulevard. So here it is. Nice little home. It probably has decent views from up there, from those windows. And like I said, it's been refurbished. So now I'm standing in the Mill Creek Subdivision. This is probably the third or most expensive subdivision in Incline Village, Nevada. And what makes this neighborhood so popular is probably the proximity to the lake. So as a general rule, the closer you are to the lake, the more expensive your property is going to be. And also one of the great things about the Mill Creek Subdivision is its proximity to all Incline Village beaches, the shopping, the restaurants, the little bit of nightlife we have in Incline Village. It's all very close here. And this neighborhood is relatively level, which is kind of hard to do in a town called Incline Village. So those are some of the most popular things about Mill Creek Subdivision. Also, it's a lower elevation. So the lake is at 6,223 feet in elevation, and we're just above that a little bit. So as the storms come across the lake, they warm up, and so you'll get some rainfall down here we call it at lake level. We would consider this lake level, and they can be getting 1.5 foot of snow up in Diamond Peak, which is about 5 minutes away. It's our ski resort. So very convenient. In the wintertime, they do get snow. I'm not going to say they don't get snow, but they don't get nearly as much snow as the homes in the mid elevation and higher elevation. So those are the things that probably make the Mill Creek Subdivision so popular. Also, this is one of the first developments in Incline Village, so the lots are relatively large. The lots here are anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 an acre, so you can build nice big houses. One of the things that, some drawbacks to the Mill Creek Subdivision, if you look behind me, that is Lake Tahoe Boulevard, and that is the road that goes all the way around the lake. So you do get some traffic there. You do get a little bit of traffic noise. So if you're in the Mill Creek Subdivision backing up to that road, you're going to get some road noise. That is a detriment in most people's books. Also, if you look above me, the power lines are above ground in this neighborhood. So a little bit unsightly, not a big deal, but I'm just trying to point out everything I can for you. A couple notes about this neighborhood. This is the neighborhood where everybody comes trick-or-treating. So we're a few weeks away from Halloween right now, and this neighborhood is going to be flooded for Halloween. And you see quite a few of the homes are going to be decorated quite nicely. So it's kind of fun to drive around. A lot of people get into it. The kids get into it. It's a lot of fun. So beware if you're buying a home in Mill Creek Subdivision, you're going to spend a lot of money on candy for Halloween. But you know, you don't have to be here. It's not a big deal. Just buyer beware if you're buying in Mill Creek Subdivision. Be ready for Halloween. So the house I picked out for you today is 267 Tramway. This house is listed for $3.5 million. It is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath house, and it is 3,357 square feet. It was built in 1984, but again, like most of the older houses, it's been refurbished. And it's got a really good sized lot. It's 0.42 of an acre, so almost half an acre. And the taxes are $9,810. I believe very close to that. Just over $9,800 are the taxes for this, because since it's a bigger lot, you're going to pay more, and the lot is more valuable here. So your tax base is going to be a little higher on that. But again, remember, it doesn't go up when the property changes hands. It's not based on the property selling price. So this is the Mill Creek Subdivision. I'll drive around a little bit in here. So now I'm standing in Upper Tyner neighborhood. And the reason this is called Upper Tyner is the street I'm standing on is called Tyner Way. There's also a Lower Tyner, obviously lower down the hill, and this is Upper Tyner. And this is where you're going to find some of the lowest priced single family residences in all of Incline Village, Nevada. And the reason for that is a few reasons actually. We're farther from town, we're higher up on the hill, and we've got smaller parcels. So being farther from town, you're farther to get to the beaches, to the shopping, to the restaurants, and that people find as an inconvenience. Just for the record, I timed it. It took me 7 minutes to get up here from the center of town. If you're used to only taking 2 or 3 minutes to get to the beaches or the shopping, that is a big difference. I mean, it's twice as long, right? So I'll give people that. It does take twice as long to get up here, which total of 7 minutes. Another thing is probably the most important thing is you're going to get quite a bit more snow up here than you do down in the lower elevation of town. So I've actually seen it rain in town, down like Lakeview Subdivision or Mill Creek Subdivision. It's raining and they're getting 6 to 8 inches of snow up here. So big difference snow-wise. We'll get a foot down in town and we can end up getting 2 or 3 feet of snow up here. So a big difference if you're trying to shovel 10 inches of snow versus 2 or 3 feet. But most of the people up here, there are snow removal services, so you don't have to shovel your own snow all the time. But those are the key aspects of why the prices up here are going to be less than they are closer to the lake. And also the parcels are smaller. The parcels are going to be about half the size they are down in Lakeview or Mill Creek subdivisions. But, and the good thing is though, your taxes are going to be lower because a lot of your taxes are based on the amount of land you have. So give and take in real estate, it happens all the time, right? Oh, one more thing I really like about, or 2 more things. One thing I like about this neighborhood, if you look, the utilities are underground. So you got a nice clean look here. You don't have to deal with all the power lines, looking through the power lines. If you want to look the mountains behind me, you get a nice clean look. You don't have to worry about the power lines being in the way. So that's something to think about. Also, you're very close to the hiking trails here. I will point out though, in a town called Incline, a lot of hiking trails can be kind of steep. But there is one down, I can show you, it runs along the creek canyon. It's not real steep, it's very nice. But there is one up on the hill here, going up to the water tower. You can get your heart rate up to like 170 beats per minute in like 2 minutes. It's super steep, a lot of fun, but amazing views up there. It's one of the things I like to do is go in town, get a sandwich, and hike up there and just look at the lake as I'm enjoying my sandwich. It's one of the fun things to do in Incline Village. So let's look at one of the houses here. The house I've picked out is 975 Tyner Way. This house is listed for $1,439,000. And that's the house right behind me right now. This is the garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,054 square feet. It was built in 1977, but it's been refurbished, so it's looking good. It's on 0.2 of an acre, so 2/10 of an acre. And the taxes are going to be $4,758 per year. Now, one of the cool things about Nevada is your taxes don't go up at the sales price. Your taxes are based on the property value, which is assessed every few years, and the amount of land. So it's not based on the sales price like it is in some other states. I go in a little more depth in that later on in the video, but I just want to point that out. Another thing I really like about this house is how the snow sheds away from the house. Whoever designed this house had lived in an alpine area before. So if you look at the house, especially on the garage, it's shedding the snow away from the house, and that's very important. There's quite a few houses in our town where the garage sheds right onto the driveway. And what happens is you get a big snowstorm, you clear your driveway, and then the sun comes out and warms up the snow and it goes whoop and dumps right on your driveway. And so now you have a big pile of snow that's packed because it fell right in front of your driveway. So a little bit of annoyance, just something to be aware of if you're in this town, if you're in any snow town around the lake, that you should watch where the snow is dumping. Another thing I really like is how level the driveway is. Sometimes if you have a steep driveway, it could be really treacherous. I actually had a friend who had a steep drive that went right into her garage, and she opened her garage door when she went down her driveway when it was icy because she didn't want to slide in and hit her garage door. So You can deal with it though. It's not like, oh, don't ever live there. Just, I want to point that out. You know, you can throw sand and salt down, clear it, and then it's not so slippery. But it is something to be aware of if you're buying property in Alpine Town, what the driveway looks like and where the snow sheds. So this is Upper Tyner Way, a nice neighborhood. Actually, my wife and I had a house down on Lower Tyner Way, which is about a half a mile down the road, and we loved it. So Tyner is great. So you have this healthy lifestyle with clean air, a lot of great outdoor activities, and we don't have a state income tax. So you get all that and you don't have to pay for it. It's so spectacular. We do have a federal income tax, obviously, but we don't have a state income tax. So think about if you're coming from one of the higher tax states and you're paying 10, 12, 13% state income tax, that's savings. If you lived in Nevada, that would be considered savings that you wouldn't have to pay. I know people that have bought multi-million-dollar homes and they're financing those homes just on the savings that they're not paying on their state income tax. So they're super happy. We don't have a state inheritance tax, we don't have a state gift tax, so it's really great. And generally, our property taxes are lower than some of our neighboring states. So our property taxes are not based on the sales price. Our property taxes are reassessed every few years, and the assessor will break it down into the land value and the home value. The home will generally depreciate because it's aging, and the land will generally appreciate because we don't have any more land to give. But it's not based on the sales price. That's a big difference as some of our neighboring states, and I really hope you get that, because when I'm showing you some of the homes, I'll tell you the property taxes and you'll have a really good idea. Like, I had a house for sale for $3.5 million. I do an open house, and the property taxes were only $17,000 a year. And some people were looking at buying the house, and they had a similar house in San Francisco, and their property taxes were $70,000 a year. So a big difference between $70,000 and $17,000. And that just gives you a little example of how great it is to live in Incline Village, Nevada, and gorgeous Lake Tahoe. One of the best kept secrets about living in Incline Village, Nevada, on Lake Tahoe are the boating activities. Look at the lake behind me. Isn't it spectacular? It's very bright out, so I've got my sunglasses on. Otherwise, I'd be squinting, and you'd be like wondering, why is Tony squinting? But I'm not, because I got the sunglasses on. So hopefully you can see the beautiful lake. If you've got plenty of money, you can buy this house here in Crystal Bay behind me. It's listed for $33 million. It's 9,000 square feet. It's recently remodeled. It's beautiful inside. What I like, their boat dock. They've got 2 boat lifts for their boats. They've got their fun boat, and they've got their recreation boat. So this is their fun boat here that they probably use to cruise to the restaurants. There's at least 6 restaurants on the lake that all have a special drink. It's really fun to take your boat across the lake and get a drink over there and get some food. And then, if you're feeling up to it, they've got their sporty boat here. So if you like to surf behind the boat or wakeboard or water ski, it's all right there for you. Just hop on the boat and go. You can also see they have kayaks here. Kayaking is very popular in Lake Tahoe. I mean, the water is so gorgeous. Let me show you how beautiful the water is. Can you see that? See how clear it is? It's absolutely gorgeous. You gotta come enjoy it. A few minutes ago, a couple people went by on paddleboards and stand-up paddleboards, and they were loving it because you can look down and see all the fish. It's a lot of fun. And I don't know if you've ever been out on Lake Tahoe on a full moon in a kayak, but it's an experience that I can't explain. It's very spectacular. I hope you get to appreciate that someday, because it's something I will always remember. Incline Village is in the background behind me. This is Crystal Bay. Right around the point here is going to be California. So a lot of great homes over there, but your tax advantages disappear once you get on the California side. So this is one of the best reasons to live in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, is the lake, the water, all the fun activities you get to do on it. It's amazing. It's awesome. Lake Tahoe. So as promised, I want to show you some important things when you're looking at a house in snow country, what to look for before you purchase a house, about getting in and out in the wintertime when there's snow on the ground, how important it is. So this house behind me is a great example of what you want your house to look like. So the garage is pointed like this away from the driveway. So yes, you're going to get some snow falling on the ground when the snow falls, but once you clear your driveway, you don't have to worry about the snow shedding off your roof and falling on your driveway. So for privacy reasons, I've got a picture of a house where the garage is dumping right on the driveway now. So what happens a lot of times, you'll clear the driveway, and then in the middle of the night, you'll be a big whoop, and the snow will fall off your roof and fall right on your driveway, and if you have big packed snow, it's not good. So if you're looking for a house in the wintertime, it's very important you get a house that looks like this, where the snow is coming off the driveway. And plus, I like this house, the driveway is very level too. That makes it much easier. Here's a picture of a house with a steep driveway, which can be a little bit sketchy sometimes if it's slippery. So like I said, you can throw sand down, you can throw salt down if you've got that issue. But if you're looking, you just want to buy an easier house, get a house with a level driveway or a close to level driveway, and that the snow sheds off the sides. Awesome. And if you have found a lot of value in this video and you liked it, go ahead and subscribe below. Click on the notifications button and you'll be the first to get notified of the latest market updates for the real estate market in Incline Village, Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And if you're thinking about buying in 6 days, 6 weeks, or 6 months, give me a call, shoot me a text, and I guarantee my team and I will make sure your move to Incline Village, Nevada is the best move you've ever had.